I never dreamt about success. I worked for it. Estée Lauder. My friends, each and every day, the work we ask you to do, 10 to 15 minutes, following the stocks, your favorite ETFs, tracking and trading them. Let's jump into our charts. We see that stocks are down along with gold and Bitcoin. Bonds are up a wee bit. Let's talk about where we are with the S&P 500, pulling back 0.5%. Now, as we look at what has happened going into the third week, we see if we go back to the week beginning the 13th of April, the high was 712.39. Last week, the high was 714.47. This week, the high 715.63. Now, it's pulled back a little bit, but it is moving higher. Candles are getting smaller, and you can see how the volume these three prior weeks, now we can't tell you what the week's going to be because we still got Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday left, but you can see how the volume has been deteriorating, moving down. Again, got a lot of stuff going on in the world. Ukraine thing just keeps going, and of course everything in the Middle East affecting oil, which in turn affects energy, plastic, fertilizer, all sorts of crazy stuff, and Europe big time, and also other economies. So again, as we look at things, we can see that even though we've had price bump up a little higher, candles are getting smaller, volume has been going down. So we are paying close attention. We haven't had average volume on the 2-day chart since the turnover. And my friends, you can look at that 2-day chart, classic turnover. You have an interim low with average or above average volume and then a spinning top. That is like the perfect turnaround. And what happened right after that? Things shot up. If you study volume as we teach it, you know that that's telling you so much there. When you see those things team up over and over again, they can give you the sign of a real rotation, either up or down. When it's the opposite of this, or when it's this, rotation up, the opposite, a rotation down. So what do we see happening? We see a slowing, but we are crawling higher and higher, but that volume's just not there backing up anything, which gives us concerns that I've spoken about, excuse me, this entire time. We go to the NASDAQ 100. It's down over 1%, 1.01%. And of course, the high last week was 664.51, 664.43, not quite hitting a higher high yet, but close. And as we look at things on the 2-day chart, you can see that slowing. Again, low volume on the weekly and on the 2-day, down in the morning and the afternoon looks like about the same. Had average volume in the morning on the half-day chart, volume slacked up in the afternoon, but again, some slowing. But again, we still have what? We still have this push up. Now, can it end? Yes, it can. It's going to take some catalyst to make that happen. That could be developing, but still have that long push for the time being. What do we see on 20-year U.S. government bonds? Up just barely today, 0.10%, 0.1%. As we look at, excuse me, as we look at the 2-day chart, again, it finished drawing today. 2-day was Monday, Tuesday, 27, 28. You see, we don't have any average volume. Volume's still low. Volume's very low on the weekly chart also with dojis, but we are having a rotation over, so there is this continued downward pressure, even though it looks like things moved up a little bit, just barely at the end of the day. So we'll keep an eye on bonds and a potential down trade on that with Tango Bravo Foxtrot. TBF, that's the single short of bonds. Again, something for you to practice trade, think about. Now look at gold. Gold pulling back strong, 1.86%. Already started laying in. You can see here when gold started this latest red down move on the half-day chart. That started Monday the 20th of April. Down, 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 down. And then, of course, starting this week down and really hammering down. We had some support around this point. In fact, we could actually move it down a little lower to where things stopped this last time. But we went ahead and pegged a potential support level at what happened when gold hit its highs and then blew off so much of that energy. Over the following 4 weeks, tried to move up, then down, and it's tried to take off again, but just not been able to do it. Dropped through the trend line and again is sort of down around this area, probing maybe another interim low, or if it crashes through, sitting already on this prior potential level, we could bring this down to around here. Okay, and move it down. Maybe around this point here. That is where it hit the low last time. Also could see some support at this level where it's hit pretty much twice before it plumbed down, and that might be the best spot for us. We had a low on the week beginning the 16th. We had the candle rest on the 23rd, and we had a low on the week beginning the 30th. And again, that could be a potential level of support. Keep an eye on that. If things do blow through these various areas where the market has moved down to and then popped up from again, blows through this area, particularly here at the spot of what is that, about 408.95, then we would really expect things to continue to rocket down. So we'll keep an eye on gold, see where that heads. And again, with gold, you can see we haven't had average volume since all the way back on the 23rd of March. It's a month ago, friends. Let's look at Bitcoin. Of course, Bitcoin has been moving down on the half-day chart since it peaked up on Wednesday the 22nd, but slid sideways through Friday, down on Monday, down on Tuesday, just down 0.69%. Holding as we look at the weekly chart and the 2-day, got a doji there. Not a whole lot of volume these last 2 days, and the weekly volume blowing off for many, many weeks now. So we'll keep an eye on it, even though it's moved up. Don't know how strong that's going to be. That is where we are, my friends, as we end the day. On Tuesday, go into midweek, which is, of course, what do we like to do on Wednesdays? We like to see the big picture. We like to move out. Take a look at the weekly chart, and we've got a great training on that. I'm going to send that out. I'm going to attach it to the end of today's video. A great training on a good habit midweek. Check out that training at the end of the video. God bless, my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth.